Here's the thing with respect to the Epstein files. Congress decisively and overwhelmingly passed legislation signed into law by the current president requiring the Department of Justice to release the Epstein files so that there can be transparency and accountability, which has correctly been demanded by the courageous, brave survivors of Epstein's horrific abuse. That's the law of the land. But the Department of Justice, led by the current Attorney General, have failed to comply with the law. And it certainly is reasonable that contempt resolutions should be considered, directed at the Department of Justice if they refuse to comply with a law that on its face requires the disclosure and release of millions of documents that they are currently hiding from the American people. I think to date they've released about 13,000, but they're hiding millions of documents. The American people deserve the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And it's interesting to me that if contempt of Congress should be considered for anyone, let's start with the Department of Justice. If the Republicans on the Oversight Committee were serious, that's where they would start. You have an actual law signed by the president, overwhelmingly passed by the House and the Senate, Democrats and Republicans, that is being actively flouted by members of this administration. You want to consider contempt for anyone? Start there. Otherwise, it's hard to take any efforts coming out of House Oversight Committee Republicans seriously.